I'm coming at the haters, they're making me more famous, cause my videos got more force than Darth Vader. Go! Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Battlefront Bazaar. It's your boy, Turkish Delight, and today we're going to take a look at some posts and announcements made by community manager Ben Walk. Let's jump right into the news. Ben made a post out on the forums yesterday, which I will leave linked in the description, about the end-of-round matchmaking test that went live last week. You may have noticed it after playing certain games. I personally came across it after a game of Extraction, but basically what this feature does is put you in a different lobby than the one you just got done playing in. They have since removed the feature, as it was just a test, but I'll read just the beginning of the post Ben made on the forums, and then give my thoughts on the key points. It's pretty long, but if you're interested in reading the whole thing, you can follow the link I've left in the description. Starting the post, Ben wrote, and I quote, "As you may have seen last week, we enabled the end-of-round matchmaking on the live servers. While we have tested this ourselves internally, there is never a substitution for a live environment. The test itself gave us some good insight and learnings, and while it's currently over, we are planning to do another. This next test is currently scheduled to go live this week." Ben goes on to say that the player's game behaved well with the test. This was important as there is always the risk of freezes and crashes, and the fact they saw no negative effects in that department was a great sign. He then goes on to say that smaller game modes, such as Heroes vs. Villains and Hero Showdown, performed well and filled up much faster, which is great news, adding that the end-of-round matchmaking also helped with a problem where unused slots on teams were not being filled after players had quit back to the main menu. There are some more general fixes and tweaks coming, and will hopefully make the next test run go smoothly. So this is all pretty interesting to hear, but it looks like for the most part the end-of-round matchmaking worked pretty well in this initial test run. Another test will be coming this week, so we'll hope for good results there as well. I'm really happy to hear that this feature is solving the problem of people leaving games early and causing a disruption in the backfill, because it really can ruin a good lobby. It's also good to hear that it helped with the smaller game modes filling up quicker. I know I can sometimes get pretty impatient with Hero Showdown while waiting for that fourth person to join the group, so hopefully this will keep more people in games longer. All in all, I think it's a good idea, and I'm hoping the second live test will give the team the results that they're looking for. But besides the post about matchmaking, the second item Ben made a post about was in regard to a planned hotfix that was supposed to go live pretty soon here, but has now been postponed. Ben says the team didn't come to the decision lightly, as the hotfix was supposed to bring Ewok Hunt back, as well as add Yavin 4 as a map to Jetpack Cargo. However, there's an issue leading to game crashes that has been identified, and for this reason the team has decided to hold off on releasing this hotfix until the problem is resolved. I think it's a good idea, as it's better to release a working update than one that could break the game further. I'm not sure what else was supposed to come with the update, but hopefully it isn't those hero changes I mentioned in the last video I put out, which you can watch by clicking the card in the top right corner right now. I'll also leave a link to it in the description. That update has some great new features coming with it, including an in-game skin selector, so hopefully that hasn't been affected and we will see that update soon. And finally, some Clone Wars and future content news to round out the information for today. Ben has confirmed that voice lines for both OBI WAN and General Grievous are being considered by the team, which means that voice recording will probably take place soon, so look for some teases and updates from James Arnold Taylor, who is the voice actor for OBI WAN in the Clone Wars TV show, and who's pretty active on YouTube and other social media. It's interesting to me that only OBI WAN and Grievous were mentioned, which I think means that they will be the first two heroes to be released out of the 4 new ones that we will be getting with the Clone Wars DLC. This actually makes sense, as DICE will want to spread the Clone Wars content out, so assuming it will be a whole season, we will probably get OBI WAN and Grievous first, and then Anakin and Dooku a month or two after that. On top of that, Ben has confirmed that we will indeed be getting a roadmap next week, though he described it as more of a living thing, and said that as things change in the future, the roadmap is also likely to change. So despite what is shown on it, I wouldn't get your heart set on anything being concrete until it actually gets released. I'll end the news update with this fun little tidbit regarding Grievous from the Twitter thread. Ben says that 4 arms with lightsaber combat is interesting. But with that, that brings this round of news to an end. A short update, but one with some important information that hopefully adds to the life of the game. Matchmaking has been a real issue in Battlefront 2 in general, so hopefully this new end-of-round matchmaking feature will be tweaked and introduced into the game as a permanent addition to help fix the more one-sided lobbies as well as help empty lobbies fill up faster. Plus, the Clone Wars updates are always nice to hear. That's all I've got for you guys today. If you're a new viewer, consider becoming a subscriber to stay up to date with all future content from this channel. Give the video a thumbs up if you enjoyed my commentary, and if you're a subscriber, make sure that that little bell next to the sub button has been rung so that you get notified whenever I drop a new video. I appreciate you all stopping by the Bazaar. This has been Turkish Delight, and I'll see you all out on the battlefront. Peace. Tequilas, margaritas, got me chilling with the divas and all of the spicy senoritas. They be dancing on the table, also graceful, delight angels. Got them spun like ballerinas. If women not from Venus take me to